G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So as you can see, we are in here in the LGE for the last two stages that I usually do with my showcases, and we're showing off the Fizz Super Saiyan Blue Goku with his full link level 10s and the TEQ Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm extremely high on these units. They're stackers, orb changers, nukers, they do the whole lot. So that's why I've put in a ton of work to get these guys ready, and here we are with the showcase. So as you can see, they do share the 6 links there together. If I was to put Vegeta in this second slot, he would have the full 10 active, but I unfortunately aren't able to really get to those Fizz key spheres without sort of minimizing the output that we're going to get from the Vegeta. So I'm going to leave it like that. We'll collect these. Now the Vegeta is 79% and the Goku is at 90%. So we've been stacking them up throughout the event. Vegeta's probably had more of the stacking here rather than the Goku, but both have gotten really reasonable numbers. So here we are, perfect tester straight off the bat, 90k. So look, that's certainly not bad. It's not great. We didn't get a great deal of key spheres of the TEQ variety. As we know, these guys, their defense and offense gets shored up by how many key spheres of their typing they are able to collect, and that is the reasoning behind why a lot of people don't like these units, because you do need to get them a lot of key spheres for them to be really useful. But I certainly don't think that that is a bad thing, especially when they're orb changing for you. I definitely don't see it as an issue, and that still keeps me just as high on these guys. So we are in here with a pure Saiyan team. So we've got the Fizz transforming Vegeta as my lead, and then we've got the Evo Blue Vegeta as the friend. Actually was unable to find a transforming Vegeta friend lead, which was a little bit strange considering just about every man and their dog has got the unit. But look, that's not the end of the world when you do have the Blue Evo available. So they are your two best Saiyan leaders. I will say I prefer the transforming Vegeta, but that is just me. That is actually mostly because I do like to use this TEQ Vegeta. So we are getting pretty solid amount of key spheres there to him, and as well to the Goku. The Vegeta will probably take some damage in that last slot, but in these first two slots, I really don't expect us to take anything. That would have been nicer had it been after the Super, but obviously it didn't matter. We've just taken 0 damage basically on a Super from the second last stage of the LGE, and then we're dealing out a 3 million attack stat. Now, with type disadvantage here, that's not going to be ideal for the Goku unless we're able to get those crits off, but we're still tanking there for double digits with a normal attack. So that just shows you how good these guys are, and we'll get to see the exact same thing in the next stage against the Int UI, because we're going to have the type disadvantage for Vegeta. So that should just about get us an 18 key. Yep. And then that did it. So hopefully we'll be running it close, but it would be nice to finish off the this stage with this turn. If we can get off multiple super attacks with this Blue Evo, would be very helpful. But nah, looking at how much damage we just did there, we're definitely not going to be finishing him off this level, which is annoying. Seems to be dodging a lot, that Vegeta. It was rainbowed, but I really didn't have a look at what they had put in its hidden potential system, because, as I said before, it was the only pure Saiyan leader that was available. It's been said a million times before, would love to see the ability to mirror our own leaders, but yeah, whether that ever happens or not, we'll find. I don't know. So we'll collect all those and we'll just grab those, which is a bit sad because you would have loved to have had Gogeta on the rotation coming up with type advantage. But as you just saw, 4.3 million attack stat. We got that type 4.4 now from that attack stacking. If we're able to get a crit there, that would have been GG's. So I do recommend, I personally like to go full additional with them and then follow up with the crits. I haven't put any dodge on these units, but most units I do put 3 dodge on, I will say. So here we are coming up against the last stage. So we've got that, might actually leave it like this just because we've got all bar 1 link active here, which is really solid. Then we'll collect that. And you know what, I'm not even going to worry about the Goku and Vegeta because we are going to leave that Dokkan attack for probably the Fizz Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and we'll be able to see some crazy damage if we get a lot of orbs changed here. If we can get access to some Fizz Keys Fizz, it'll show you how quick this guy can dismantle the last stage of the Legend Goku event. So 1.3, that's pretty good with the transforming Vegeta because he is full link level 10 as well. And then you see how much that bolstered the Blue Evo's attack stat. It was an extra 800k higher if you weren't aware. Obviously don't expect anyone to take notice of that type of thing. So hopefully we don't get supered here because yeah, that would have been a bit painful. So that's disappointing to not get many Keys Fizz changed there with the Fizz, but we'll just have a quicker look. So we're hitting at a 1.82 million attack stat with 600k defense for the Vegeta. For the Goku, we didn't get him as many Keys Fizz, but we're sitting at nearly 100, nearly in a million attack stat, sorry, and then 276k defense, which when we are factoring in type advantage, you're not going to take damage at all there. So would love to see this UI super attack the Vegeta in the first slot because it'd just be a really nice showcase of how well he's going to tank. A crit here would be amazing. As I said, we do have that type disadvantage, but we got a ton of Keys Fizz there. So let's see what type of numbers we're going to get here. So no crit, and we were still doing 2.3 million. Obviously, could have been better. Would have been nice if those Keys Fizz had have changed for us and we'd gotten access to the Fizz. But there you go, 1.2 off, I think it was 3 Keys Fizz there. So really good. So not only are they going to be tanking for you, they're going to be putting out really good offense, which can't really be said for every unit. A lot of the time, with these defensive stacking units, they are either lacking on the offensive or defensive end. I think it's fair to say, especially in terms of the free-to-play units, that's to be expected. But I guess if you're coming in here with just pure defensive raises, this becomes a very long event. Whereas if you've got the raising attack and defense that these guys do have, you're able to power through it just a little bit quicker. So hopefully this hits because we got that type advantage. Beautiful. Another 1.5 mil. This damage reduction is killing us. Would love to have a 170 across the board Saiyan leader. Just imagine how helpful that would be. 3.4 million is pretty good out of Vegeta there. I didn't get to stack his defense on the first turn of this run through because he was in that 7th slot of the rotation, which if you use transforming those transforming Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, whatever, regularly, you know that you don't want him in that slot because it just rips you off an opportunity to raise his defense. So hopefully that's all the dodges Goku does for the time being, because I'd like, so again, not a crazy amount of Keys Fizz to collect on the Fizz part, and as I said previously, that is why a lot of people don't rate these guys as highly as I feel they should be rated. With 3 Keys Fizz, we've just hit a 2 million attack stat. Annoying to get dodged on it, but the stats are still there. So we'll just see what Vegeta. Yeah, we didn't get a great deal of stats to Vegeta either. But the other thing that makes these guys so useful is the fact that they are the perfect linking partners for each other. So you've only got the one link on either side missing, and you're going to really struggle to find many duos that are able to perform this well together. This will probably do a bit of damage actually, just as a side note. Wouldn't surprise me if this is up over 200k. Oh, 188. I was pretty close. So we'll probably, if we get a hit with Gogeta here, or with Vegeta really, we'll just do it like that, because then we're going to be able to go for big 24 key super there. We'll collect those, and assuming all hits, this might be good night for poor old Goku. Let's just see how we go. So 4.1 million attack stat. If you watched my video yesterday, I did the showcase on that guy, and you see why he's so good. So let's see if we do get the finish with the other Vegito Blue in the team. Yep. Okay, so we'll probably just watch out this animation, and I'll jump into a Dokkan event, and we'll showcase how good those guys do on your normal Dokkan challenges. Okay, so here we are, and we've just jumped into a boss rush. No particular reason for this one. It was just number 5, I'm pretty sure. So we haven't got the Goku and Vegeta on rotation together here, but what I have done, I figured that's a great opportunity to test them out separately. So we've got him lined up next to the transforming Vegeta. They link really well. I think it was about 4 or 5 links in this first stage. So we collected a good amount of TEQ key spheres there as well. So we're able to quickly pretty much one-shot this event at that stage. So there we've got the 3 links. Still just the 3 links. So we'll probably switch it around just so that we have type advantage to bust through that. Or not type advantage, but we won't be disadvantaged. Sorry. So as you can see, turn 1, 2.5 million attack stat. That's without all of his linking partners. They're criminally underrated, honestly. In my opinion, they deserve to be mentioned up there as the top TURs. Their versatility in all these events is just, it's awesome. I guess a lot of people pull these units, and they don't really understand what they've got just sitting there in their box, and then I guess they awaken them like I did, and you realise that these guys are going to be staples in a lot of the teams you use, especially they're amazing for LGE. They're probably not as good for Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, but even then they are still extremely useful. When you're going into Extreme Super Battle Road, to be able to go in with a unit that's orb changing and nuking and healing, the healing can play a huge part. So we will do it like this, just because I've just realised that I forgot to put the Goku off rotation so that we could get him in line with the Vegeta. So now here we go, big bang attack. So can't wait until the new Int Gogeta does eventually come to global. That'll be awesome. As we know, he's going to have a lot to do with this Heroes collab. It was recently announced that we are on global getting all these Super Saiyan 4s as well. So can't wait to throw my stones at that. It's very tempting. And honestly, if it is a guaranteed featured unit at the end of the multi, I will certainly be throwing stones at it, and I would recommend it, because I guess the fun in this game is using a large variety of units, and those are units that are only going to come around once a year. So I think you'd be crazy to skip out on the opportunity at getting those guys. So a good amount of TEQ key spheres on that side there. We'll just collect those, and then we'll just do that. Doesn't really matter what we did for that rotation. Vegeta's obviously going to finish this off here, and then we'll just quickly go and we'll do the next boss rush stage as well. Just so that we can we'll get one turn of the Goku and the Vegeta together in a Dokkan event, and yeah, that'll probably just be the end of the showcase. Hopefully we've been able to show off enough of these guys to show you how amazing they are. So we'll collect, probably could have even saved them for the Goku and Vegeta on... Oh no, actually that would have been a waste because we will probably one-shot poor old Shenron here. So let's just see, because we do have type advantage. So jump to the second stage. Let's see what type of orbs arrangement. So not much in the way of tech being changed, which is annoying. But as you can see, all 6 links active there. Just the one Kamehameha isn't active, and then Prodigies wouldn't have been active. So by having the transforming Vegeta next to the TEQ Super Saiyan Blue, we get that final link active. So this is a really good rotation for us. Had we got some more tech orbs changed, would have been amazing. And Vegeta in that first slot probably would have just one-slotted him anyway, just because of that type advantage. So there you go, guys. We'll call that a video. Hopefully you found this insightful in some way. Hopefully I've encouraged you enough to go check out your box and see if you have these guys sitting in there unawoken. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.